Image optimization is an important part of website development. Not only does it benefit the user with faster file and page loads, but it benefits the developer as well, costing less in storage space, bandwidth, and hosting costs. Today I'll be comparing two methods of file compression. The first is a technique using a free program that can be downloaded off the internet called Shrink-O-Matic, and the second will be using Photoshop. For the sake of this example, I've downloaded three images: a colorful JPEG that's 98 kilobytes, a PNG that's 2 megabytes, and a PNG with a transparency at 148 kilobytes. First, we'll try the Shrink-O-Matic. I have the link to download the program in the comments section of the video. This is a very simple process. There are a couple of controls that can be used to change the output size, rotate the image, and how you wish to name the images. I'm going to put it in 100% ratio for size, auto-rotate, and auto-rename. To use the product, I can browse for pics in an entire folder, or I can drag and drop the images, which is what I'll do now. First, I'll highlight all three, and then I'll drag and drop them onto the Shrink-O-Matic. You can see it adding the optimized images to the original folder. The auto name has R100 for the ratio of 100%. If I'd set the width and height, it would have used those numbers as identifiers instead. So let's see what the results were. If you remember, our original JPEG was 98 kilobytes. The optimized one is now 75. The PNG with the transparency was 184 kilobytes, and now it's 305 kilobytes, which is definitely not better than what we started with. Our second PNG was 2 megabytes, and now it's larger at 2.1 megabytes. There are no visible differences in the file, so the size has changed quite significantly in some places. Now we're going to try optimizing these in Photoshop. For each, we'll do the same process: File and Save for Web. I'm going to leave each file the same size and see if we can't get them a little bit more optimized. To begin with, we'll go with the JPEG. It's quite large in this window, so I'm going to zoom out to 66%, and to keep this video brief, I'll simply select the medium quality level and save. I'll name it JPEG-PS so we know that this is a photoshopped image. And we'll repeat that process with the PNG. I have to switch to the preset to a PNG 8, and I'm going to change the colors to 128 and save it as PNG-PS. Now for the final image. It already has the PNG 8 and 128 color selection from the last time. I'll simply click Save As and PNG_trans-PS. It's time to see what the results of what we have. We will preview each image, and here on the right you can see what size it is. My Photoshop version of the JPEG is only 40 kilobytes, less than half of what it was before. And if you notice as I switch in between, the image optimized in Photoshop is slightly lower in quality, but really only in a way one would notice if they were comparing both images. The PNG with transparency is next, and we have it down to 38 kilobytes. If you recall, this was 184 kilobytes initially. There is, however, a significant change in quality. At this size, I wouldn't likely keep it at this image quality level. The final PNG image started at 2 megabytes, and now it's only 385 kilobytes, but once again we have a loss of quality. In the end, I think Shrink-O-Matic is a great little program for JPEG images, and it could be incredibly useful if you want to optimize a bunch of pictures at one time. The renaming function is great, and the program is easy to use. The ability to do it by hand in Photoshop, however, is probably the best. It's most time consuming, but optimization is a high priority, and if you maintain it's a high priority, then Photoshop is certainly the way to go. Thank you for watching, and I hope you have a great day.